Welcome to the NTN Nightly. I'm Nisha Charles, and this edition's top stories. The CDB lauds the Government of Saint Lucia for its strategic approach to the socioeconomic development of the country. Saint Lucia to play a key role in CARICOM's response to the COVID-19. The Boguis Combined School is officially recognized for its top spot in the 2019 Common Entrance Examinations. All that plus the latest in youth development, sports, and the NTN Nouvelle en Creole. The Government of Saint Lucia has received high commendation from the Caribbean Development Bank, the CDB, on the recently launched Medium-Term Development Strategy. The Department of Economic Development, Transport and Civil Aviation is spearheading the implementation of the Medium-Term Development Strategy with the aim of achieving an inclusive and sustainable Saint Lucia by 2022.
Saint Lucia's Medium-Term Development Strategy 2020-2023 has since inception been supported by the Caribbean Development Bank, CDB. The Caribbean Development Bank, through a technical assistance loan to the Government of Saint Lucia, aided in the preparation of the strategy, which began in 2018. 6 areas were prioritized and comprises 3 economic key results areas, which are tourism, agriculture, and infrastructure, and 3 social key results areas consisting of healthcare, education, and citizen security. Deputy Director in the Economics Department of the CDB, Ian Durant, explained that a well-formulated strategy is critical to St. Lucia's development and advancement of the standard of living of its people. More important than the development of a plan is its implementation. The Deputy Director noted his optimism that this will not be an issue for St. Lucia and commends it for taking what can be described as a step in the right direction.
This time around, the willingness of the Government of Saint Lucia to embrace a new approach to developing the strategic plan and to focus on critical key results areas must be commended. The end result is an MTDS that is more focused and more results-oriented. So congratulations to those of you who have spared no effort in bringing this strategy to this point. We at CDB are also pleased about the focal areas. The explicit inclusion of the digital economy aligns well with the strategic focus of the bank and its continued push for Caribbean economic transformation through digital innovation.
The Government of Saint Lucia has hit the ground running, already rolling out several of the projects under the key results areas. Under citizen security is the Safe City CCTV program. The government indicated the installation of hundreds of CCTV cameras, with $11 million having been allocated to secure another 380 cameras to be installed throughout the island. Under education, the government is to roll out a National Vocational Program Institute. The government, addressing the area of healthcare, is embarking on not only the opening of, namely, the St. Jude's Hospital and the Owen King EU Hospital, but also the implementation of national health insurance. Infrastructure will see a robust road rehabilitation project, as well as the Heronore International Airport redevelopment project. Tourism encompasses the Castries Market redevelopment project, and agriculture, in addition to the meat processing facility, there will be increases in crop production and exports into various markets. The Deputy Director explained that St. Lucia is leading the charge with its medium-term development strategy that aligns perfectly with the strategy of the CDB.
This NTDS can herald a new paradigm in our region for how strategic visions are developed and, more importantly, how they are implemented. It is our expectation that St. Lucia's approach will serve as a lesson to other countries across the region as to how the 2 elements of strategic planning can work together to achieve the intended results. CDB stands ready to support the Government of St. Lucia in implementing its strategic plan. Our new country engagement strategy for St. Lucia, to be presented for consideration by our Board of Directors at its meeting next month, aligns well with the medium-term development strategy. By closely aligning our engagement strategy with your MTDS, we are reiterating the bank's own strong resolve to maintaining our coveted position as your premier development partner.
The medium-term development strategy is expected to deliver on the priority initiatives based on key results areas to drive our economic transformation. From the Government Information Service, I am Janelle Norville.
The Caribbean Public Health Agency, CARICOM, has upgraded the risk for transmission of the COVID-19 from low to moderate to high within the Caribbean region. As a result, CARICOM heads of government are devising a coordinated effort to manage the spread of the disease. On Sunday, March 1, Chairman of the Caribbean Community, Prime Minister Honorable Mia Amor-Motley held a special meeting with partners, including heads of governments, chief medical officers, the Pan American Health Organization, and Carnival Corporation, which was followed by a press conference. Prime Minister Motley says the only way the region can overcome this is through collective leadership, foresight, and partnership.
It is likely that there is no part of the world that will be spared. But having said that, having listened to the science and the expressions from PAHO and CARICOM, it is clear that it is entirely within our capacity to manage and to contain. And once we can detect, contain, and manage, then in the same way that we as small island states weathered SARS, H1N1, the influenza, before Ebola, chikungunya, Zika, we can manage this as well, but it is going to require cooperation, partnership, discipline, and communication.
Sunday's press conference followed two emergency meetings on Wednesday, February 26th and Friday, February 28th of the Council of Human and Social Development COSOD and Chief Medical Officers on COVID-19. There, they sought to establish the framework for an expanded Bureau of Heads of Governments to work immediately to marshal the resources necessary to deal with the virus.
Whether from our partners in the travel and tourism industry, from our partners in the international financial institutions or regional financial institutions, or our local and regional private sector, in order to be able to increase our capacity to contain and manage any outbreak, given the fact that, according to Dr. NTN and PAHO, the chances of us finding severe cases are really 1 in 5. And even then, of those, the numbers of persons going into ICU are really very limited and more likely to be persons who are either over 80 or who have serious underlying conditions of a chronic nature.
The expanded subcommittee of the Bureau of Heads of Governments will include Barbados, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, St. Lucia, and Antigua and Barbuda. Students and staff of the Boguis Combined School have been recognized for their hard work and commitment following the school's second-place ranking at the 2019 Common Entrance Examinations. Anicia Antoine has more.
The District 1 Education Office, in collaboration with the Office of the Parliamentary Representative for Babonneau, hosted the second-place Success Award ceremony of the Boguis Primary School for the year 2019. The award ceremony recognized the achievements of 4 students, namely Zavi John, Kerapa Dukwenzi, Isaiah Louis, and Adora Abraham, whose hard work placed the school second on the island in the 2019 Common Entrance Examinations. Marina Julian Joseph is the principal of the Boguis Primary School.
In 2017, we got a mean of 68.08. And that put us 7th on the island, and that was very good. So we were aiming, we were working, we were pushing. All the time we were aiming to give Mr. John his dream of being the top school on the island. But we came 7th, and that was good. In 2018, we made the mean. We got 62.42, but not good enough. And 2019, 73.33. What a remarkable average that was by my Fantastic Four. So stand my Fantastic Four. Let's put our hands together for them.
Education Officer for District 1, Cyrus Tipal, noted that the students' performance is in keeping with the district's motto, changing mindsets and working smart to ensure all learners succeed.
This is our goal, all learners. So if you may ask me, some persons have problems in talking about the mean and the children under pressure and why you are focusing on the mean. No, guess what? If you focus on every child, and as we have the Fantastic Four, all of them performed above the national mean. And then, listen, put your hands together once again for the school and for the students. All of them perform above the national mean. And if nobody can tell me, whoever is hearing me can take me to task. Nobody will tell me that if you are focusing on every child to ensure every child learns, don't tell me that you will not get the national mean. The fact that some schools are performing below the national mean is because we are not focusing as we're supposed to on every child.
Kimani Melius, captain of the under-19 West Indies cricket team, who hails from the community of Boguis, was present to celebrate the achievement of the students.
It's nice to see that I'm giving back to my community. I also started playing cricket right here on this field, so it's just a matter of me continuing to do well and enjoying everyone's success in this community.
The awards ceremony took place on Friday, February 28, 2020, at the Boguis Primary schoolyard. From the Government Information Service, I am Anicia Antoine reporting.
And this is the NTN Nightly. Ryan O'Brien is up next.
This is long overdue. I mean, as a driver, it's very difficult for me to get parking in town. That would be a good thing.
That's the way we should go about doing it.
I'll pay my $3. I think it's time to have the parking terminal in Castries, yeah?
Well, I think it would be a good thing.
They come in and park it for the whole day, where are the other people who come to do business and they cannot get a parking spot. This is a very good thing.
I find it's a very good thing.
$3 an hour could save you $500 in parking tickets. Short-term paid parking coming soon.
Welcome back. We join Ryan O'Brien for the latest happenings in youth development and sports.
Welcome once again to your update from the Ministry of Youth Development and Sports on the NTN Nightly News. I'm Ryan O'Brien. Schools volleyball action got underway Tuesday, March 3rd at the VG Multipurpose Sports Complex with one male encounter following the withdrawal of Cicero Secondary from the competition. In the only game played, Sir Arthur Lewis Community College agreed to the first game 25-9 against St. Mary's College but found stiffer contest in the second before prevailing 25-20 for a winning scoreline of 25-9, 25-20. The competition continues Wednesday. In female action, St. Joseph's Convent taking on Leoness Comprehensive at 1 p.m. and at 2 p.m. Sufer Comprehensive plays Castries Comprehensive. Prime Minister the Honorable Alan Chasney has assured that the Saint Lucia Sports Academy will also play a critical role in the development of coaching skills on the island. Prime Minister Chasney made the remarks while addressing Saint Lucia's swim team following their recent return from the Ioana Swimming Cup in Lima, Peru, where they picked up an impressive number of medals.
So at the Sports Academy, in addition to the disciplined coaches, we're also going to be having physical therapists, nutritionists, and psychologists. And so the goal is that the training programs for the coaches will be with those coaches that are there, so that there can be continual updates. Because, as you know, a coach at your level has to be the master of all trades, right? He doesn't have the ability of just focusing on the discipline, but he has to be into the psychology, he has to be into the nutrition, and he has to be in the physical fitness. And so it's almost impossible for a coach who's volunteering his time in many cases to be able to do that. So that's a critical part.
The Prime Minister also recognized the dedication of administrators and technical officials in ensuring the team returned home after having made a very positive statement in the pool at such a high level of competition. And that's how we end our segment from Youth Development and Sports for today. I'm Ryan O'Brien.
Thanks, Ryan. The Minister for Equity, Social Justice, Local Government and Empowerment and Parliamentary Representative for Grosley, Honorable Leonard Montoute, says that the multifaceted approach is needed to address the issue of indiscriminate dumping across the island. Learning the proper practices, according to Honorable Montoute, starts from the home.
It's going to be a multifaceted approach in terms of education, maintaining a level of awareness, actually highlighting the good practices as well, and enforcing and carrying out punitive measures. To ensure that that is done, everyone has to play a part. Those of us who see people engage in that illegal practice should report it. when they are reported, they should be prosecuted, brought to justice, and be made to pay and be made an example of. I think all of those together will help, to diminish that unhealthy, unsightly practice. And I believe that the schools have a role to play, the family has a role to play, the community has a role to play. We all. It is not just a matter for solid waste management. It is not a matter solely for the Grocery Council. It is a matter for all of us because it jeopardizes our livelihood in some cases. It can be a jeopardy to our health, and of course, the aesthetics of our environment has a lot to do with our psyche and our pride in where we live. So I think we all have to be engaged in this fight against that illegal practice and to ensure that we have a cleaner, better, safer, more healthy community than we do right now.
Mayor of the Grosse Lake Constituency Council, James Edwin, is calling on the agencies to collaborate and play their part to end indiscriminate dumping.
I remember about 2 years ago, we caught a guy dumping coconut shells and other things right there. We had him on camera. We sent the evidence to Solid Waste Management. They told us that they would investigate, but nothing came out of it. And I think it's about time that the Solid Waste Management, make an example of people when they are caught committing this act.
And that was Mayor of the Grosse Lake Constituency Council, James Edwin. And do stay with the NTN Nightly. Up next is Primus Hutchinson with the NTN Nouvelle à Creole.
The problem starts with finding a suitable spot. It extends to double parking. Offloading zones are ignored, thus inconveniencing commercial activity. Handicapped spots are occupied by drivers who use the quick errand excuse. And of course, there's the constant fear of parking tickets. In an effort to curb these and other parking-related issues, the Castries City Council will be implementing short-term paid parking. $3 an hour can save you $500 in parking tickets. Short-term paid parking, coming soon.
Welcome back. We join Primus Hutchinson for the NTN Nouvelle à Creole.
Merci autant, Nisha. Monsieur, Mesdames, département qui est responsabilité pour information au gouvernement de Saint Lucia, la CGIS, Assemblée de télévision nationale pays NTN, qui présente une nouvelle à Creole, présente Primus Hutchinson. Représentatif du secteur public et privé te assisté à une conférence concernant le plan que le gouvernement a mis en place pour abattre la maladie corona, qui connaît primaire COVID-19. Premier ministre Honorable Alain Chasney, qui est chef comité des conseils et aménagement secours national, dit que la maladie a forcé le gouvernement à lever la terre pour prendre des décisions qui aident tout bonnement. Pays comme celui-ci, qui ressources financières sont très limitées et qui a coûté très cher pour acheter divers équipements pour protéger les gens comme masques, gaga, couches qui suffit pour placer plusieurs cent et mille personnes qui peuvent tomber et puis maladie ça là. Mais le Premier ministre là-bas assurance là que le gouvernement n'a pas quitté rien d'air pour bâtir capacité cette-ci. On a cherché informer qu'il y a discuté puis même cabinet date à cette date là pour commencer en total opération l'hôpital Owen King pour soulager l'opération à l'hôpital Victoria. À l'aise là, l'hôpital Victoria Kaisa bail assistance à bail service seulement pour traitement et puis placer les gens qui peuvent trouver maladie corona. Comme maladie ça a déjà entré à plusieurs pays, particulièrement l'Amérique, Canada et l'Amérique latine. Premier ministre Chasney note qu'il ne pas ça dit jamais maladie corona pas qu'à entrer cette ici. Ça dit quand même c'est cette ici Jacques a fait préparation pour développer un environnement pour limiter l'habilité corona pour s'y mettre. La journée en place, il y a un comité de santé national pendant plusieurs agences et organisations gouvernementales j'ai mobilisé le comité en préparation. En parlant de ça, malgré cette liste, pas encore montré pièce ou rapport d'existence de maladie corona, le département de santé a continué pour faire appel à ce public-là, pour continuer pour toute précaution qui est nécessaire pour empêcher la maladie à s'y mettre. indicateur d'un bureau pour éducation santé, Nadège Smith Lambert, explique que diverses recommandations ont individu supposé suivre pour réduire la souffrabilité maladie à poussimer. Nadège qu'a fait public la changer qui toujours laver la main et puis savon avec de l'eau, principalement de l'eau pour vivre servi. Et qu'a conseillé aussi, si pas de l'eau, servir sanitizer pour préserver la main et corps contre maladie. Pièce soviète et bien pour faire poche pour scier la main et bien pour estener faut jeter pour se finir servir. Nadège qu'a fait public la savon aussi, si pas de pièce c'est façon ça là, ou ça estener aussi à sous à babouao. Il dit aussi très important pour servir chimique pour nettoyer place côté ou servir et poser divers articles à caille avec l'autre côté qui peut agir maladie. Il fait comprendre aussi les membres publics là pas ni briser masse ou briser un masse seulement sous ka toucher be ka estener et ben sous ka occuper de un monde qui ni problème de respiration qui ka estener et ben toucher mais yon toujours ni pour laver la main et puis savon avec de l'eau et ben servir sanitizers pour ça pour protéger le corps de maladie ça là. Indicateur santé là aussi qu'a conseillé et encourager les places business pour faire assurer qu'il y a ni sanitizers à place pour les travailleurs et les pratiques servies. Significance marijuana quand yon wimed et aussi service commercial c'est un wiz qui les business pharmacie qu'a présenté pour seulement pour faire profit. Ça c'est sujet débat sujet débat qui était prévu à sous télévision NTN et GIS récemment. Activité ça a été en phase en public et c'était une continuation observance 41 anniversaire indépendance Saint Lucia. Grand débat ça a tenu deux façades et qui a supporté motion c'était monsieur Ricky Alexander et mademoiselle Malaysia Hippolyte qui était conduit et qui a représenté l'école Omergos. Et en opposition, c'était M. Robert René et Mme Zanika Emilien qui a représenté College Sir Arthur Lewis. La dernière trois juges qui étaient présents pour juger et que c'était chef juge Hilary Laforce, Dr. Gilbertha St. Rose et M. Llewellyn Philip. Selon Mme Hippolyte, service marijuana c'est vraiment un qui a apporté un lourd bénéfice médical et aussi commercial.
Ou peut-être qu'il m'a demandé moins. Pour qui ça, moun ka servi marijuana comme oui med? Eh bien, moi kay di ou kay sipwi pour connaître différentes conditions où ça servi pour. Les moun perdi mémoire yo et qui yo pas ka changer bagay. Yo vague et qui yo ka di bagay qui pas ka faire science. Les moun perdent l'appétit pour cancer. Bagay qui ka dit seulement ou ka manger. Par exemple, anorexia qui c'est en mot anglais. On maladie qui ka dit seulement moun ka manger. Ek maladie ça là pas ni pièce weg en les man ou ka manger.
Mais M. Robert René en façade opposition négatif des plans les business pharmacie pour que marijuana trouve acceptance quand on met un service commercial.
Tout ça nous peut parler concerné Kaya, c'est l'argent nous ça fait. Mais dis-moi camarade, est-ce faciliter nous l'hôpital nous gouvernement nous est-ce nous pas ouais pour les maladies moun kay joine là yo abusé kaya. Est-ce nous ni bagay en place pour aider peuple tourner hot kaya. Nous pouvons même dire yo ça servi comme médicament et que la vie nous jamais nabisia epi.
Après le débat fini, chef juge Hilary Laforce déclaré qu'il a décidé en faveur de gagner qui était supporter motion.
Barela bien discuté. Et puis là nous garder Barela bien, et c'est pas bail qui nous trouver parce que nous avons supporté Barela qu'on remède. Mais à sous façade ça là, si tout madame ça là, il présente Barela bien. Et qu'à sous manière ça là, c'est yo qui gagne. Yo gagne. Ouais, pas de presse. Yo un plus point. Et nous chaque juge là-bas au point mais tout ensemble d'accord c'est ça là qui gagne. Mais à sous pour présenter et pour parler et pour mentionner détail réfléchir. C'est monsieur ça là. Monsieur ah ouais, monsieur ouais. Ouais, monsieur voté moi était là moi apprécié. Ouais, moi était là moi couteau moi dire non. Formidable.
C'est comme ça, nous avons une nouvelle aujourd'hui, messieurs et mesdames. Je remercie autant pour regarder. Nous avons une invitation pour venir puis moi considérer comment ça fait la vie. Nous avons pour cette autre nouvelle en créole. Après ça, nous avons pour cette niche.
Merci, Uphill Primus. And here's a look at what's happening to us weather-wise. Partly cloudy skies becoming cloudy at times with some scattered showers. Moderate easterly winds generated by the Atlantic high-pressure system will continue across the eastern Caribbean region for the next few days. An increase in moisture and instability in the lower atmosphere will result in some scattered showers, mainly over the southeastern Caribbean islands during the next 24 hours. The tides for Castries Harbour was low at 5:08 p.m. and will be high at 12:16 a.m. The tides for Vieux-Fort Bay was low at 6:35 p.m. and will be high at 1:23 a.m. The seas moderate to locally rough with waves and swells of 5 to 7 feet or 1.5 to 2.1 meters. Small craft operators and sea bathers are advised to exercise caution due to above normal seas. The sun will rise Wednesday at 6:18 a.m. And that brings us to the end of the NTN Nightly. Join us next time at 7 p.m. with a repeat at 7 a.m. You can also catch up with us anytime on the Saint Lucia Government Facebook page or YouTube channel. I'm Nisha Charles.